welcome to our pre-Christmas edition of Pardon the Distraction. I'm one of your hosts, DJBluePDX, and joining me right now is the man of the hour, an individual who definitely knows when to click certain buttons. Sometimes it's the Lost Drake.
Hi.
So, buddy, we've had a fairly eventful several days, passionate discussions with community members, incredible highs, getting accepted to the partnership program, incredible lows, not seeing the I want to leave the partnership program behind the camera. And what happened?
I left the partnership program by accident thinking it was a button for something else. And so now we had to reapply for partnership because I accidentally clicked the wrong button.
The fuck you say to me, you little shit?
Go on.
I don't even have words. I've done some dumb shit in my life, but literally we finally made partnership. We got partnership. I saw the check mark next to our name for about 10 seconds. I'm going through the settings and I'm setting everything up right before this. I mean, literally right before this. I'm like, yeah, we got it. I'm so excited. My camera is mounted underneath my monitor. And it was blocking like this little paragraph about this big. And we got accepted, but it came from like, you know, the typical business email from like YouTube. There is no partnership manager, at least not that I know of as of yet. And would you like to join the partnership program? Blee, blee, blee. I click the button. And it's not there anymore. So, yeah. Yeah, I even have the welcome, congratulations. You've been accepted into the partner program thing when you log in. And, yeah. So we're not partnered yet. We were this morning. And then I clicked button.
Yeah. So,
yeah, it's been a long morning. But I put our application back in, so hopefully we get it again. And they're like, what the hell are these guys doing?
They might want to tag YouTube and YouTube partners on Twitter. Unless they've blocked that again. There's a whole conversation to have. So we've hit our watch hours. We qualify. We have exactly 11 days
till the end of the year
to get this approved, and pray to God. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they approved it pretty quick. I mean, when did we apply? When did I apply for that? Wasn't that Friday?
I think so.
Yeah, and it was the weekend, so maybe we'll get an answer by the end of the day, hopefully. Because they did accept us, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There we go. Whoopsie.
I will message them on the Tweeter.
Okay.
And hopefully they give it back to us. I literally was going through, and the weird thing about it is, though, is like as I'm filling it out, like it was just a giant accept button. Why would you accept leaving? Like, yeah. I don't want to leave. I just got it. It didn't even give me like a warning. It was just like, oh, you're gone, bye. I'm like, wow, what? It didn't give me like that big, are you sure you want to do this? And I'm like, wow. So I will say this, though. I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in and helping us get partnership, not once, but hopefully twice. And we'll be able to continue to move forward and, you know, grow the community, because goddamn, I can't believe I just did that.
Alrighty, and that's what we call humility.
Yeah. I don't even have words right now, dude. I still can't believe I just did that. We finally got it, and then here I go clicking buttons.
I would have moved that camera.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God. All right, so we are YouTube partner-ished periodically.
Partner-ished.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look, in the dashboard, it does say we are partnered.
Well, then keep touching the buttons, dude.
You know, I
Don't refresh
honestly,
it.
you know what's
Just take
funny?
pictures.
You know what's funny, though? I should probably just take a picture of that so that when they go, did you get it? Look, I'm going to take a picture right now. Yes, we got it. Boom. There it is. And then I'll send that to YouTube and be like, hey, we were in it. And then I clicked a button. They're like, you
I clicked
idiot.
the wrong shit.
You idiot.
Yeah.
But no, yes. Things and stuff. And even when it says learn more, it takes me back to the monetization page and I can't move forward.
God damn it, dude.
Oh,
Lord,
everything
that's
hurts
fucking
inside right now. Why? Yes, but video games are fun to play. Video games, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So our yeah. I had so many things to talk about, and now.
Well, I mean, we can still talk about them. We still hit all the goals. We still hit everything. Everything is fine. Everything will work out. And I mean, they're not going to take it away from us. They already approved us. We probably just going to have to wait until they see it again. They're going to be like, what the fuck is up with these guys? But no, for real though. Yeah, I mean, so video game wise, we've been playing a lot of different games this last week. And, you know, as far as the weirdest and most strangest and over the top games ever, and literally matches my personality in every sense of the word, and DJ's, High on Life. That game
Yeah,
is
I need to play that.
something, dude. You are going to. I cannot wait for you to play that game, DJ. It is. You get yelled at for all the stuff that you forget that you do. They yell at you for pausing the game. They yell at you, like, literally degrade you, like, half the game. What? You don't know how to shoot a gun? All you got to do is push the triggers. Just push everything. Like, literally, it sounds like something me and you would say when we're playing a game. How do I work this thing? I don't know. I'm not the tutorial guide. Like, literally, like, and it's Rick and Morty, so it's like, literally the voices.
Smart ass, yeah.
Dude, everything is smart ass. Everything is sexual. And also, too, you can watch. They paid for the rights for like 6 movies from the 90s, and they're all in it. You can watch them in the game. And they're like, there's one with Denise Richards and also with Paul Walker, the T-Rex one where he gets his brain put inside the T-Rex and then comes back and tries to fall in love. Dude, they're the weirdest shit, like stuff I have never fucking seen. And we're watching it. We're like, we sat there for an hour and a half watching the movie in stream. Didn't get DMCA, nothing, but I guess they did do a warning saying that there are boobies and there are wieners.
In the game?
In the game, yes.
Fun.
And they said, like,
so
on certain parts.
It has to be on M for mature.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely M for mature. And it's funny, too, because people were trying to, like, cover it up, and they were like taking like stills of the guns and like putting it over the nipples and stuff. Like, I've seen a lot of funny videos, but like, you get yelled at all the time by your guns. Like, and you know the guy that does like the God, I can't think of what his name is. He's a comedian. He's that black dude that does the gambling, the betting commercials right now, and he has the crown on. And you kind of got that like, I can't impersonate his.
I don't actually watch television with commercials.
Well, no, it's not even on that. It's like, even when you're like, you'll see it all the time in ads and stuff. It's like that. Oh God, they had one with the Bradys and they were all sitting around the table, and it's like a gambling one. You know, you have no idea what I'm talking
never.
about.
No clue.
Anyway, so and also there was a couple other people too that like did stuff with them as well. So I would just honestly say that like it has the most expansive
I definitely
roster of voice actors. It's insane.
Well,
And you know the voice actor that I'm talking about too. He does a lot of
Probably.
comedy and stuff. But there is a lot of famous people in this game.
I found it was on Game Pass for PC.
For
and
free.
so I did download it through the Microsoft Store. I just absolutely fucking loathe that launcher. It makes my brain hurt.
I'm telling you, when you eventually do upgrade to Windows 11, eventually, it is better. It is better, and it works really smooth. Because I don't have any problems with the launcher.
By the way, I'm looking at our YouTube page.
Yeah,
and there is no check mark.
Yeah, I know. They took it away.
It was there, and now it's gone again.
Now it's gone. Yeah. Yeah. It was there for about 10 seconds.
In a blip.
Yeah, it was a blip. It's all right, though. Thanos snapped his fingers. We're going to be back in 2 years.
There we go.
But hey, I'm proud of what we've accomplished in 1 year, though. Like, honestly, not even a year. We started in February, technically. And, you know, I'm not worried about it. They'll fix it and we'll get it back and we'll be right as rain. And next time I'll make sure that I read everything.
Yes. Twice. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what also is important when it comes to reading? Scripts. Scripts are important to read. Because when you have a script that, I don't know, places characters in other countries from thousands of years ago, and they walk up, and the first line is just the flattest American accent ever, and you are surrounded by foreigners in another country, and you just woke up after 5,000 years. And when James comes in the show on our next one, we're going to talk about this shit in more depth. But, oh God, my eyebrow is hurting so bad right now thinking about this. I sat through Black Adam.
Oh God. Oh God. I told you it was bad, dude.
Have you seen it?
Oh yeah. I told you it was bad.
I've never. As we're getting into it, I'm thinking, how much did these motherfuckers grift off of the X-Men and Marvel? And it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And the wildest part was, because if I remember correctly about Black Adam, the city that it's based in is actually an African nation.
Yeah.
Granted, Egypt is in Africa, but still.
Yeah.
This is it. There were British vigilantes and, hired gunmen running this little security squad. There was not one single American accent in this movie except for The Rock. Are you telling me that with all the preparation and money that was spent on this fucking film, you guys couldn't get him with a linguist to authenticate the performance?
And that's why Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot and The Rock and Ezra Miller and all that DC is gone. It's official. They wiped the slate. It's all gone.
Is Momoa out too?
I think so, but I think they're gonna have him come back as a different character.
Well, they have said that they want to have Cavill back as a different character. I do know what they're doing with it. I mean, it makes sense. They want to start everybody much younger, so they've got a wider longevity.
Yeah.
Of how long you can keep the same person in the cast. You start out these guys as teens, and there you go. But, and I think it was evident with the very first one, Gal Gadot is an exceptional, incredible Wonder Woman.
Yep, but the script
Now, the
sucked.
second movie was shit because it was just a terrible movie. Her performance was great, but it was
Script
poorly
sucked.
written. Yeah.
The scripts and the directors were not good. I'm sorry. I did not like the first one. I did not like the second one. I felt like it was the same.
The first one was incredible.
No, you know why it wasn't? Because they killed off the fucking villain. You don't kill off Ares, because in the comic books, Ares is her father. So you can't fucking kill off her
No,
dad.
Zeus is her father.
No. Ares is her father. Ares is her father. And
Okay.
and then what's even more fucked up about it is that there are so many, and depending on which version of the comic book you go by also, because they changed Wonder Woman many years over the years. But what does it say? Are you Googling it right now? I'm actually kind of curious. What does it say? We can both be wrong.
It's actually it is Zeus.
It is
It
Zeus.
is Zeus. So father's Zeus, the king of the gods. However, in DC Comics continuity, her father is Hippolyta's husband, the Greek god Hercules.
Oh, so it's Hercules.
Yes. Hercules.
So Zeus is her grandfather.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that makes a little bit more sense. But even so, like the storylines, Ares has always been like one of her biggest like villains, because he's always trying to mess up stuff and blah 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 blah.
Like if she had cast Ares into the pits of Tartarus, anybody who knows anything about Greek mythology, the pits of Tartarus is where the Olympians imprisoned the Titans until, other things happened. Which would have made more sense.
Yeah.
If she had cast him down. And then Justice League happened. And Joss Whedon completely it was like
Justice League.
Yeah.
Justice League was a hot mess, and even the Snyder cut.
I liked the Snyder cut.
It was better. It was better.
Provocative.
It was better.
The storylines were sussed out. Yeah.
It was better, but it still was not good. They didn't do any of these characters justice. Like if you look at Iron Man, right?
I would agree.
Like if you look at Iron Man, that whole story of Iron Man, not only did it capture the hearts of everyone at that specific time, because obviously you think about what was going on in the world at that specific time, especially with terrorism and everything else, man, people locked on to that. And I think that was also part of its big success, is the fact that it was during a part where we had all these crazy terrorists going around blowing stuff up and were attacking countries and nations, and it made it more personal. And obviously, when you look at it from a perspective like that, you look at what's happening in the world and you can compare that to a movie, of course it's going to do well. They did an amazing job of Robert Downey Jr., introducing him, making him the star of the Avengers. The smart Alec character was born. It was good. It was the story was so fleshed out. The second movie, not so much. They definitely faltered with the second Iron Man movie, but I will say this though, in the precursor of everything that they laid out. Yeah, I mean, but
Honestly,
even though
he did
if you
a great job.
But if you,
I liked the second one. I thought the
well,
second
it
one
wasn't
cool,
bad.
I didn't.
Compared to the writing of the first one, compared to the second one, it was like, because all I can think is Mickey Rourke and "You have my board," like, and that's all I could think of that movie. But not only that, they merged two characters. They made Whiplash kind of weird, like the way they did him with the Rourke character. I don't know. It was different. And the MCU has always definitely twisted the characters. But DC, right? You know how big of a Marvel fan I am. I would love for the DC to be able to have that shine, because there are characters in the DC universe that are fantastic. Like Harley Quinn, what they did with Harley Quinn, I think they did an amazing job. They did a great job with that character. Margot Robbie did a fantastic, I can't look at anybody else except her as Harley Quinn. The only other person that I think would have been a better Harley Quinn than her was, and she really, really was obsessed with Harley Quinn, the late great, God, it's right on the tip of my tongue, I can't think. She was in Sin City. That was her last movie before she passed away, and there's a lot of controversy about her death.
Hold on.
and she was also Brittany Murphy. There you go.
Oh, Brittany Murphy would have been an
She would have been an
incredible.
amazing Harley Quinn. She was obsessed
Agreed.
with that character. And honestly, I think her and you know, if she was still alive, I think she would have been an amazing person for that. But you know, like ultimately you think about it, like the DC has so many characters, right? But
Yeah.
like I agree with James Gunn on this though. He doesn't want to use the same fucking characters. He doesn't want to do Batman. He doesn't want to do Superman. He doesn't want to do. He's going to have to because that's what's going to sell. I get it. But he straight up said in an interview 2 days ago, he goes, I don't want to do those. I don't want to do Wonder Woman. I don't want to do Aquaman. I want to do the characters that people like. And he did an amazing job with Guardians of the Galaxy. But here's the falter.
Yeah, that's true. He did.
Here's the falter, though. The reason why the Guardians Galaxy did so well is because they already had an established universe when he came in to direct.
Yeah.
And they had that basis to be like, all right, cool. Here's the cohesiveness. You can put everything together. With the DC, you can't do that because there is no cohesiveness. Everything is all over the place. And he did say that he wants to start, if it's on TV, it should also have an impact on the movies, just like the MCU.
Yep.
Because everything that's going on Disney Plus is a direct connection to the MCU.
Yeah, it's
So-
all tied into one giant extended
universe.
story.
Yes, exactly. And you know what? They may not all be winners. We all know that some of them are hit or miss, and some are great, some are like questionable. But
Yeah.
but also at the flip side, you know, like all the great ones that a lot of people like bashed, like Kamala Khan, like Miss Marvel, I thought was fantastic, but everybody bashed on that one. Same with She-Hulk. And I think it's also because of the world that we're in. Like a lot of people can't accept that, oh, hey,
Yeah.
female leads. But also too, at the other flip side of it too, you got so many like arching villains and so many cool characters that you could dive into in the DC universe.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's, you know, you look at the M-rated version stuff that he's done. You know,
Right.
I think the remake of the Suicide Squad, did you ever see it? The second one that Gunn did?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
Oh,
like
no, wait.
honestly.
Suicide Squad, no, it's Harley Quinn Birds of Prey.
Yeah, Birds of Prey was separate. Yes, but no, the new Suicide Squad, the one that James Gunn directed. The one that he basically, after he got fired from Marvel, he went over there, and that's when he started working with DC. And that's what started the whole thing. That's the one that had Rourke in it.
All the people in that very first mission, they all died. Remember?
Like almost everybody, they're storming the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the new one.
That one. Yeah. Honestly,
Weasel and stuff.
I was blown away by it. It was a giant fucking. I've never been more. I thought it was questionable at best.
Yeah.
There were some great scenes in there.
Yeah.
Great humor, great hilarity, but, and I think that again, Margot Robbie's performance
Was
as
the highlight.
was great, absolutely incredible. However, they were fighting an alien starfish. What the fuck?
Yeah, well, that is a
went-
character from DC, unfortunately.
It went sideways so fucking quickly. And I was sitting there going, Jesus, I don't remember getting high before this movie, but holy fuck, I feel like I am. I'm looking, did somebody spike my fucking garlic fries with mushrooms? What
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah. Well, I remember because we actually went with my daughter because we loved the first Suicide Squad movie, and a lot of people
Oh,
hated
yeah.
it. And I think the first Suicide Squad movie had potential to be better, but the writing, I think they had like writing issues right in the middle of the script, and then that's
Yeah.
why also everything kind of fell off with the Joker, and then there was like there's a
then
bunch
they-
of shit with that movie.
Like the worst part of that, I think, was the fact that you had Joker just distracted from the entire goddamn story.
Yeah.
He like it's
Joker
hard-
was
it's
very
hard to- it's hard
disconnected.
to-
They like threw him
Yeah.
in to like sell and did such an extreme makeover on him and his
Yeah.
appearance that everybody kind of had to step back and be like, what the fuck? Like, because I think even that, like when you watch the Suicide Squad, the very first one, and you like absorb the characters, like I think Will Smith did a great job as Deadshot.
Yep.
I think Boomerang was perfectly cast. I think because the crazy Australian with the boomerang, like that was perfect. Like,
well, and
yeah, definitely.
Jai Courtney is I've been a massive fan of Jai Courtney since I first saw him in Spartacus.
Yep. Yes.
In fact, to this day, that is still that episode where in season 1, when you know what happens. I don't want to get spoiled. Oh, the fucking show is Agent. Everybody should have watched.
Go ahead and talk about it. Yeah.
When Spartacus ends up having to, because that little shit fuck asshole child wants to see murder, and he has to kill his best friend. I have never been able to rewatch the whole series again because I get to that episode and I'm like, no.
Yeah, well, no, that Spartacus was one of the best series on
one of the
TV.
best TV shows ever, and it is tragic what happened, but I think they handled it the best way that they could. But that's a whole different sort of conversation. Anyways, Jai Courtney as Boomerang is incredibly hilarious, and the fucking lines are just golden.
Yeah.
So
I think
but DC did a great job taking a step that Marvel didn't, except for Deadpool. The extreme violence, the extreme gore. Like, they were no holds barred. Fuck this. This is the real truth of superheroes. Like, this shit is carnal. And
you look at like The Boys, right? The Boys is the extreme. That is the extreme. Like, that's if you imagine a superhero who had unlimited power, and we always reference The Boys. God, I can't wait for the new season. By the way,
I know.
But fucking just like that series kind of blew us all away right from the very beginning. No pun intended. And you look at that and you see like the Superman style figure who can literally do whatever the fuck he wants. Nobody can kill him. And you look at something like that and the violence and the gore, him just chopping people in half. It's gory, but it's not overly done. Whereas in the new Suicide Squad, in my opinion, was way too over the top. My daughter, we call her like the Wednesday Addams. She literally has like that mood where she just like, she'll just stare at you and you're like, oh God, what the fuck did I do? But she has that Wednesday Addams like esque like personality. Like, she does her own thing. She doesn't care what people think of her. And it's great because I'm glad she's raised that way. Because that's the way you need to be in this world, unfortunately. That's just the sad truth. But she's funny as shit and she's spastic as hell. But I look at stuff like that where my daughter, who is used to watching this type of stuff, because she watches it with us, she always has, and she was like, oh, like, I hate this movie. Like, this is just too gory. Like, when you have somebody like that who's used to it and then goes and watch it and just did not like it. And then what was Peacemaker, right? Peacekeeper? Peacemaker. Is it Peacemaker? Yeah. Peacemaker with John Cena, that's also gun.
Yeah.
And that level of very high, that was based around racism and a lot of principles that were actually happening in the world currently at that specific time were relayed in this show without doing it, without like just being like, oh, blacks, whites, everybody fighting. But it was like basically like they put in this Nazi scenario to basically be like, hey, these are the big bad guys.
Yeah. I will say, I want to retract my previous statement about it. I was thinking, the starfish was there. For some reason, I was thinking of Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
And this got shark, like, the shark is in this.
Yes.
I was like, wait a minute, am I thinking of the right fucking movie? And I went back in.
Birds of Prey was the one that it was just hilarious. All girls, and it was fantastic, and it had, basically that's one where they're going through and they get in that cocaine scene, and she snorts the cocaine in the police locker, and that one was awesome.
I forgot
I
about
love
Shark
Birds
and the
of Prey.
jokes. Now I kind of want to go back and watch the second Suicide Squad again.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. But again, they took steps that took it out of the family zone into the darker side, the violent side
Mhm.
of superheroism, which I thought was great.
You'll make me stop it.
One of the things I will say that I appreciated about the DC films that had happened so far. Now, I thought some of the major fights were a little bit over the top in certain areas, like, the fight in Batman versus Superman with the Zod thing, right? And, you get this giant sparking arcs of electricity. There's explosions, and there's, but there's no city damage because it's on an island conveniently. But what I liked was that transition from Man of Steel, and that whole final fight scene, wiping out massive hundreds of thousands of people had to lose their lives in that, because there's no, you can't evacuate that many motherfuckers out of buildings when you've got two aliens duking it out, knocking buildings down and destroying things.
Yeah.
I liked how they anchored Batman's irritation and anger with loss, and establishing that as being his breaking point. But what was interesting was the fact that they utilized that to justify we're going to bring Superman in to talk about this.
Yeah.
Holding there being a level of accountability for, the destruction that happened. And in reality, if that had happened in modern day, you're goddamn right, there would be some accountability that would need to be taken.
Yeah.
I don't know. I enjoyed what had happened with DC to an extent, but it was so disconnected and there was no continuity. Yeah. And given how intricate Gunn's development of Marvel IP, I think that if he gets finally the money and the authority to start the DCEU in a similar platformed fashion as MCU, we're going to have something that's going to be wild, incredible, and is not going to necessarily be just for the kids. This is going to be rock'em sock'em superheroes, and it'll be hilarious.
Yeah,
it'll be. But what I don't want is I don't want them to take away the Batman.
That's gone. It's gone.
Oh, but that was the first one that actually made sense.
Well,
that was the great way to restart the Batman, because it was the basics. It was before he went wild over the top with the gadgets and things like that.
Yeah.
This was when he was still the world's greatest detective, but at the same time, that peak, that glimpse in the extra with Joker.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God.
Well, they're still making the second movie. The second movie is happening, but yeah, I don't think it's going to go past that. I think that's going to be it. And I
think that would have been a great opportunity to just restart with a very young Batman.
Well, what's weird about it is that well, that's the problem with Batman. You start really young, then you got fucking Gotham all over again. You know what I mean? So and Gotham was an amazing show. Like, that show was amazing.
Well,
I actually really enjoyed it.
That was too young. That was too young.
Yeah, it needs to be like after he gets back from Ra's al Ghul and he's already trained and he's already like a badass, but he's still like trying to figure out who the fuck is this person, which is kind of where this Pattinson was at. Yeah. But a lot of people hated it because he was too dark, and I'm like, well, that's Batman.
I thought,
and a lot of people are like, Batman's a Superman. I'm like, no, he's not. He is dark. He is mean. He hates everybody. He wants to be alone. He's moody and gloomy and just like, he's not a superhero. He's a fucking vigilante.
He's an anti-hero.
Yeah, he's definitely an anti-hero. Yes. He is hit or miss. And now in the comic book, he's just killing everybody, which is...
Well, he's reached that point.
I mean, and obviously, if you've seen what I really fucking liked, and it kind of brought a tear to my eye too, is when they showed that trailer of Suicide Squads and with Batman and the guy who's I can't think of the guy who's voice acted Batman Forever.
Oh, the guy who just passed away.
Yes, he just passed away.
Kevin Connor.
Kevin
Connor, yeah.
Is that what his name is? Yeah,
Mhm.
I could be wrong on that, but yes, the guy who's played Batman forever, right? The only reason why I don't know that is because I'm not a huge Batman fan. The only one I really enjoyed was
Kevin Connolly. Shit,
I don't know.
I'll find out. You keep
Yeah.
talking.
Anyway, so but they did that scene, and Harley is sitting there saying, "We don't have to worry about anything."
Conroy. Kevin
Conroy.
Conroy.
Kevin
There
Conroy.
we go.
So I got the
Yeah.
first name right.
Yeah.
But he, this is his last game he ever did. They finished it, and he's the Batman in this one as well, and he also did all the Arkham Knights and all those.
He's in Arkham Knights is the last one.
No, the Suicide Squad. They showed a trailer, and Harley is down there, and they go, "Don't worry, bats will never kill us. That's the one rule that we know he'll never do." And all of a sudden he drops down, and he starts killing everybody.
Holy shit!
And she just like her hand, she drops her mallet, and she just kind of like looks up. She's like, "Well, shit," and then he goes, "I am vengeance. I am," and he does his whole speech thing.
Yeah.
And he goes, "I am Batman." And then fucking literally it goes through the shit, but like he's all like infected with something. Like all the Justice League are killing everybody. And it's their job to basically stop. The Suicide Squad is to stop Superman. And they have the Flash, and then Boomerang chops off one of his fucking fingers.
Oh my
It's fucking awesome, dude. Have you not watched it? Did you not see it?
The cartoon?
No, the trailer for the new game, the Suicide Squad.
No.
It's a 4-player co-op. You play a Shark, Boomerang, Harley Quinn, or a Deadshot. Dude, watch the trailer from the Game Awards. Put in Suicide Squad trailer from the Game Awards. Watch it. Why we're talking here. But legitimately, dude, I am not joking. It was probably one of the best trailers I have seen in a long time.
So from 1 week ago, yeah?
Yeah, from 1 week ago. Yep. And it's fucking hilarious. You're going to be like...
I'm going to watch this. You're going to see a live reaction when we watch this, because I know we can't put this on the podcast because it's probably will DMC the fuck out of us.
Probably. Well, maybe. I mean, maybe not. I mean, we could play it. We could put it in here and be like, "Hey, check it out." But just in general,
okay,
it's good. But yeah. So if you guys haven't checked it out, Suicide Squad is dropping this year, and I'm super excited for it. I think it's going to be really, really good, and it's 4-player co-op, which is also nice. There he goes.
Oh. Did she punch a fucking cardboard cutout?
Yeah.
I love that it's actually Batman from the comic books, the drawing.
Yep. It's fantastic. The whole thing is great.
The Flash is...
Flash got his ass kicked. We don't know how.
Oh!
But yes.
Sorry.
But whoever did the voice acting for Boomerang did a great job too.
Yeah. Yep. I don't think it's Jai Courtney though.
I don't think it is either. I think it's whoever they hired for that specific one. But I love that you can be Deadshot, Man Shark, Boomerang, or Harley Quinn, which is awesome.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. This is borderline horror game. Oh, fuck. Are you... Oh, Jesus. Wow. He does not look healthy at all.
No. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yep. So something happened to the
and
Justice
thank you,
League.
Kevin. Oh.
Yeah.
They dedicated it to Kevin Conroy.
Yep. But
Plus cars.
that whole thing, that whole trailer too,
Yeah.
because that's the second trailer they dropped.
Which there'll be a link in the YouTube.
Yeah.
area.
We'll make sure we put that as well so you guys can check it out. But maybe I'll just do the voiceover. I'll just play it with maybe I'll just put it over and I'll just have you voice over the top of it as your reaction.
Okay.
But yeah, just in general though, like that game is going to be a lot of fun. It's 4-player co-op and jump in, jump out co-op. Playing as 4 very unique. I mean, everybody's going to want to be Harley probably, but even so, like, I mean, you got Man Shark, you got Deadshot, and you got Boomerang, and they're hunting down the Justice League. Something happened to them, but that script and that story, Injustice, for example, amazing story.
Yeah.
Why don't we have an Injustice movie? Why don't we have one of those storylines? They were so good, and it's just like, and I've said this till the day I die. The animated DC universe has always been good. The stories have always been fantastic.
Yeah.
It's just their movies have been like they've always been cock-a-poo-poo. I mean, we all grew up with Batman and stuff like that, obviously, but I feel like Warner Brothers, is just throwing money at stuff and hoping that it sticks. But it hopefully with Gunn being in the lead, and I don't think Gunn is the only one in charge. I think he's actually split responsibilities with somebody else. But I think both of them together, whoever the other guy is, because I'm not sure who the other one is.
Fucking, hold on.
I'm not sure who he is. But I know both of them are in charge of it now, and now they're going to be running the DC universe. So that's yeah, I think that'll be really cool that they're going to basically be running.
Peter Safran, that's right.
What did he do? Where did he come from?
I would say a vagina.
Well, yeah, most people do.
Okay. A womb. We'll say that. Not everybody comes out that old. Some people are, platinums. He's a British American film producer and manager, and Peter Safran was like Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, The Nun 2, Blue Beetle, Shazam, Fury of the Gods.
So he's just basically one of the directors that
he's a producer. Yeah.
Well, as long as he doesn't have Black Adam.
I'm about to check and find out because good God. Oh, Jesus Christ. He did Summer Camp? Holy fuck. So he was the executive producer for Peacemaker, Suicide Squad, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, Valley of the Gods, Annabelle Come Home, Shazam, Aquaman, The Nun, Flatliners, Crucifixion, Annabelle Creation. Okay, first of all, I'm already in love with this guy because he did all the things for the Conjuring films.
Yeah.
And those were literally one of my favorite fucking series ever. Now, granted, did it get cheeseball towards the end? Yeah. But those first 2 Conjuring films, fuck you, they were awesome. They were so incredible. Martyr, Summer Camp, The Balco Experiment, Super Fast. Let's see, going back down here farther, he did Vampires Suck, which is the comedy variant of Twilight.
Yep.
Jesus, he's been doing shit for a long time.
I think he's old like Gunn too. Like both of them, they both been in the industry for a while.
His first job as a co-producer was on Rocket Man in 1997.
Rocket Man.
And then
are you talking about the cartoon? Or are we talking about the Rocket Man, the biography for Elton John?
No. This is about Fred Z. Randall, who's a geeky spacecraft designer who gets a chance to make his dream come true and travel to Mars. It was a Disney thing, and it was cheeseball as fuck.
Was it the animated or the
10 stars? No, it was a live action, but yeah, it's one of those that when you watch the trailer, you're like, holy shit, I can't believe this is where cinema was at.
Dude, please this week dive into High on Life. We'll literally, your community, I know them very well, and I'm going to tell you right now, they're going to start watching that and be like, what in the fuck is this game? Because I think they're called Gatanese. They're literally living guns That's what they're called, begatnees. And you
Oh,
have to
God.
save all of his friends. Oh, jeez. You know, and then you got to go through and do all the stuff. But just in general, you got to go around and each like boss you kill, you get a new gun. And then they're alive and they all have a different voice actor. But they talk to you non-stop, dude. And then there's like things where like, there's like this annoying alien. He's half naked and he's on like a biped scooter thing that's floating around your head. And he just goes around and your gun is like, can you just go away? You're annoying. And he just starts like
my God.
yelling at them. They're battling because it's like, no gamer wants to sit here and listen to you rant. Shut up. And he's like yelling at the other characters and like, and then when you kill stuff and then like, and then dude, some of the stuff they say, like there is one where it's like, oh, you shot him right up the asshole. Like, and oh my God. Like, and it's just, dude, it's insane. Like some of the stuff I've never heard this stuff in video games. It's like if you took our mind and threw it at a painting. Like that's what this game is. It's fucked. It's so awesome. It's so great. It's literally Pardon the Distraction if you threw it at a wall and made a video game. It's pretty
great.
nuts, dude. It is ADHD at the max, and they did an amazing job.
Oh, that'll be fine.
Oh,
That'll
dude,
be great.
it's so good. Like, I actually want to dive back in. I have so many games to play, dude. Like, I have so many, and I'm super excited for like the stuff that we have coming up. I also did find out something too. So somebody corrected me actually from the podcast. They heard us talking about Harry Potter. Because you know Harry Potter got pushed back, and that's what I said before. Well, it didn't. So it comes out on Xbox Series X and S and PS5, but for PS4 and Xbox One, it got pushed back to late April. So it's still coming out for next gen consoles, and I don't know if you just saw the stuff that was going on with it recently. Obviously, J.K. Rowling. The anti-trans movement that she is on, went on a tirade in a Reddit thread against some people over the last couple days, and I guess it stirred up a bunch of shit again. So now people are like, I'm not supporting this game. She has nothing to do with the fucking game, guys.
She has zero to do with it.
Zero.
It was done completely separately, and yeah.
And they're like, I don't want to support anything that she was involved with. She's not involved with it at all. She literally, I think they said that she came on to basically go over the lore, and then that was about it. Because they wanted to verify the lore and certain things as the developers, but it has nothing to do with her. So, but the game looks amazing. The only downside to it is still, in my opinion, is that it's single player. It should have been a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
I think it would have been so awesome to run around with your friends in Hogwarts and, you know, like, but what they did show this week, they showed that you can customize the bedrooms and like all this other stuff. You can customize your wand. You can also, I guess you can link it with your Patronus app and you can get all the stuff from your Patronus over and your Patronus, your wand, how it's made, what it's made out of, all connected to the game, which is kind of cool. So, but yeah, I mean, we got so many games. Crisis Core just came out. Haven't even touched it. You know how much of a Final Fantasy fan I am. I haven't even touched it. It's still like Square Enix gave me a copy of the game for free. I still have Marvel Midnight Sun.
Mother of God, Discord, you whore.
Wow. What happened?
Dear
What?
God.
You okay? Yeah, you okay over there?
I don't know if this is still recording or not.
It is.
But for whatever fucking reason, Discord has had a just. Okay, are you back now?
I'm here.
Well, hopefully it kept recording what you said because everything on my end froze.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Well, I mean, either way,
Discord has shit the bed 8 times today already.
Yeah, it's being weird. But I will say this, guys, because I mean, honestly, we should probably end anyway. Because I got to go pick up my daughter from school and I don't want her pissed off at me.
Yes.
But I will say this. Yeah, we got a lot of games coming up. We got a lot of Final Fantasy Crisis Core. Midnight Sun just came out. We've got High on Life. We've got, if you're a WoW player, Dragonflight just came out. There's so many damn games that just came out. And they're like, blah, 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 blah. I still have Callisto Protocol. I haven't even touched it.
Oh, dude, I don't have it, but I want to. I've heard it's really
Yes, yes. You can apply through Rainmaker if you haven't.
Got it. Okay.
And a couple other of the newer games too. They're all on there as well. But if you guys haven't tried High on Life, definitely go do it. It's free on Game Pass. All other consoles, sorry, you don't get it, but unless you pay for it. But the other nice thing is that they also announced a bunch of stuff at the Game Awards that are coming out this year. I think 2023. I don't know about you, DJ, but I'm a strong believer of this. Odd years are always better. And I'm really excited for 2023. Even years are always weird. I don't know why. They have always been weird. I mean, look at 2020. Do I need to even say that? But I'm just saying, like, I'm really excited for this year. I really am. I think it's going to be a good year for video games. The first year that E3 is back, we're going to have I think at full strength, PAX East, which will be awesome. We did apply for media. I got approved for my media pass, and then we also got my wife is actually going to go with us this time, so that's kind of cool. And if everything happens, we're going to get approved hopefully for a panel, and me and DJ will be up there for a panel. It just depends on support and everything in our personal channels and how the hell we get there, because shit ain't cheap. But yes, we've got a lot. We've got a lot of stuff, and you know. We would have been helped financially starting today if I wouldn't have deleted our fucking partner application. Shit.
Sorry, dude.
Oh, dude, dude, it's a laughable matter. I can't believe I still did that.
Yeah.
I still can't believe I did it. Yeah, I don't know. So, it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. But yeah, I mean, pretty much wrapping statements. Anything else that you want to add before we wrap up for today and wish everybody a happy holidays?
I think that's great. Happy holidays to everybody out there on behalf from us to you. We appreciate your support. We appreciate you helping us achieve our dream of being partnered here on YouTube for the second time. And
God damn it.
And thank you so much. We're looking forward to bringing you exciting new content in 2023 with some great new guests. And our next show will be our last one. It'll be
last of the year,
week of New Year's.
Yep.
Yes, we're going to go back and take a look at some of our favorite episodes and some of the most hilarious things that have happened on the show. So that'll be up next week. In the meantime, Drake, where can they find you?
Lost Drake everywhere. And then make sure you follow me everywhere, because we're not allowed to post it on Twitter anymore.
Oh, no, they took that down.
Oh, they did? Oh, they retracted it?
No, in less than 24 hours, they retracted that shit.
Oh!
Whole different topic. We'll talk about that next
yes,
week.
we'll definitely talk about that. Well, see, look, I didn't even know, so I thought it was still banned.
Yeah, and you can find me at DJBluePDX for everywhere from Linktree to platforms to you name it. Until then, we're Pardon the Distraction. Peace. We out.
Partner for the second time. Doubles. Bye.
What? Of course it freezes.